In this video, I'm going to explain this question. Can we run a function inside use effect only on secondary render and not on the first one? So the short answer is yes. Can we run a function inside a use effect only on secondary render and not on the first one? So for the first one, it should not, but on the secondary render, it should run. Can we run a function? Okay. So first, the function that I want to run inside use effect only on secondary render. I will write that function, let us say uh, my, and I will write it using const. How I will achieve this is I will take a variable that is render count and take its value, initialize it to 0 using useref. Now, whenever it re-renders use effect, at that time, the value of the render count, it should increase by 1. So that is render count is equal to plus is equal to 1. Now, when it reaches 2, it will run the function. It is saying that can we run a function? So we need to run the function. So we will, if write that condition, if render count value is equal to 2, at that time, we will call the function and below we will define it. And yes, I'll write it to import from from React function. No, const value comma set. Const will take render count is equal to use ref as 0. Now use, it is written use effect only. So I will use effect and then its code that is use effect. What is the third bracket? Render count. No, it's current value, not current. So use the ref stores persists the value. So to access that value, we write render count dot current, not directly. Plus is equal to 1. If render count dot current is equal to 2, we say my function const my function is equal to, and then one write console dot log function executed on secondary render. Now, if I write done here, then if h1 h1 value button increment button now I write here button on click is equal to open bracket now set value to value plus 1. Is it okay? And then the same logic for the okay. On the side, or is it remaining element expected string? Expected a string. I did not expect. Yes. Function executed on second render. If I clear this and if I reload, function executed on second re-render, how we are initializing it from 0, but it is showing it on first time only because of this strict mode. Strict mode does it once to recheck the code. So this one, and once when we reload the page. So it becomes 2. So if I make this a comment, now it won't, now it is not showing. Now, but if I increment it, now it is showing. Function executed on secondary render. Again, I will run it once again. If I click it, function executed on secondary render. So that answers my question. If render count, so here what we did, we took render count is equal to reuse ref 0. Now, in use effect function, it is saying that can we run function inside use effect, inside of use effect. Here I have called it uh, the function only on secondary render if not on the first one. So first one we don't want it. So on second, because of strict mode, it runs one more it, it it runs one more 2 times at the beginning. So we commented it. So now for the first one it does not show anything, but if I click it, no, just a minute. I need to reload now. If I click it now, it should function executed on re-render. On further times, it's not. Only when the value, here it is written, only when the value of render count dot current is equal to 2. That time call the function when we call it, and this line will get executed, which is showing in console. And to access the value of render count, we use dot current because it shows the current value of this variable. Because the property of use ref is that it persists the value between two renders. That's it.